3 victories for Florida and 3 victories for Missouri in the Gators-Tigers series. The Gators have won the past 2 games. 4 consecutive SEC Eastern Division titles have been won by Florida or Missouri. The Tigers went to the SEC championship game in 2013 and 2014, and the Gators went in 2015 and 2016. 4 interim head coaches have finished seasons for Florida, with Randy Shannon lined up to be number 5 after the Gators parted ways with Jim McElwain earlier this week. Galen Hall posted an 8-0 record in 1984, Gary Darnell was 3-4 in 1989, Charlie Strong 0-1 in 2004 and DJ Durkin 1-0 in 2014 as interim head coaches at Florida. 5 Missouri players have caught 3 TD passes this season, tied with Ohio State and Washington State for the most in the nation. 6 consecutive Florida games have featured at least 165 rushing yards for the Gators. 7 TD receptions have been made by Missouri's Albert Okwuegbunam, the most in the nation for a T this season. 11 SEC players have accumulated at least 10,000 punting yards after Florida's Johnny Townsend added 381 yards to his career total on 7 punts against Georgia last week. That lifted Townsend's career total to 10,078 yards on 217 punts. Vanderbilt's Jim Arnold holds the SEC record for career punting yards with 12,171 from 1979 through 1982. Other SEC players who reached 10,000 punting yards have been Ole Miss's Jim Miller, Bill Smith, Cody Ridgway and Tyler Campbell, Vanderbilt's Bill Marinangel, Kentucky's Landon Foster, Tennessee's Destin Colquitt, Auburn's Lewis Colbert and Arkansas's Matt Waite. 13 Missouri passes have gained at least 50 yards this season, 4 more than any other team in the nation. Florida has given up 1 pass of at least 50 yards this season. 28 TD passes have been thrown by Missouri QB Drew Lock, tied with West Virginia's Will Grier for the most in the nation this season. Lock is coming off his school record 5th game with at least 5 TD passes. 28 victories and 22 defeats for Miami, Florida, under coach Randy Shannon, who will be in his first game as Florida's interim head coach on Saturday. Shannon led the Hurricanes from 2007 through 2010 and had a 16-16 record in ACC games. 31 years since the previous time that Florida had a 3-4 record. This season is the first in which the Gators have had a losing record at the 7-game mark since 1986. Florida hasn't been worse than 4-8 games into a season since 1979, when the Gators went 0-7-1. 82 years since a non-interim Florida coach lasted fewer games than Jim McElwain, who was let go this week after 34 games with the Gators. DK Dutch Stanley guided the Gators to a 14-13-1 record from 1933 through 1935, the first 3 seasons of SEC football. He resigned after Florida posted a 3-7 record in 1935. 368 consecutive games have been played by Florida since it was most recently shut out, the longest scoring streak in major college football history. The Gators haven't been blanked since losing to Auburn 16-0 on October 29, 1988.